Hi everybody, I'm just seeing these questions now and I figured I'd make a short video answering your questions. So I'm just going to kind of roll through these and hit up your questions from the last couple of days of lecture. Jinsil asked a question about the taxes not working after 33%. So that number is just based on that one study. It really depends on what kind of economist we're looking at. According to that economist, he probably thinks it's around 33%. The idea here is while the tax rate is going to go up, people's work ethic is going to go down because as you're taxed at higher rates, you are less incentivized to work hard. So, for instance, if you're taxed at 33% on $100,000 a year income, and you're taxed at 66% on $200,000 a year income, and you're taxed at 99% on $300,000 a year income, you're probably unlikely to continue working hard to move from $200,000 to $300,000. Other people would say no, even 66% is going to create a what we call a disincentive. So it's not that the government is trying to do that, but the unintended consequence of high taxes is a decrease in productivity, which means that the taxable base, the amount of work that you're doing, is going to be lower. Therefore, even if the tax rates are quite high, you're going to see lower tax rates. There's a wonderful essay written by by an economist at Stanford named Thomas Sowell, who wrote an essay called something like "Tax Cuts for the Rich." It's a small, like 13 page essay that he wrote. You can kind of look it up. His last name is Sowell. Here he goes into the historical reasons why this happened. It happened under Coolidge, it happened under Kennedy, it happened under Reagan, where if you lower the tax rates, you actually collect more tax revenue because then people aren't trying to hide their money and they're being more honest on their taxes and they're actually working harder because they get to keep more of what they earn. Okay. Liam has the next question. I was a little confused as to whether Nixon's wage and price controls helped or hurt inflation in yesterday's lecture. They didn't help. They were designed to help, but inflation continued to take off afterwards. This was only a 90-day wage and price control experiment anyway, so it wasn't really something that was long enough. But this is so unconstitutional that the American people outside of a wartime never would have put up with this for more than 90 days.